Hello BookTube, this is Becky from Becky Writes, this is Becky Reads, and this is my Diverseathon TBR. Now, I've been taking a break from TBRs for the fall because they just got a little overwhelming for me, but Diverseathon really matters to me, and I think challenging ourselves to read more diversely is incredibly important. Diverseathon is being hosted by four lovely ladies: Joss from Scribbles Reads, Monica from She Might Be Monica, Whitney from Witty Novels, and Christina from Willow Fangirl. Diverseathon runs from Monday, September 12th to Monday, September 19th, and does not have any particular challenges. There aren't a lot of reading challenges you have to get through. There is going to be a community read book. They're going to read Homegoing by Yagasi. I will not be reading Homegoing because I don't have a copy of it, so I am going to forego that optional read-along. But aside from that, the challenge really is just to read more diversely. Read books by authors and about characters of diverse backgrounds that you maybe don't generally read. Keeping that in mind, I have 3 books I'm going to try to get to for Diverseathon. The first book that I'm going to try to get to is an audiobook, and it is called Becoming Nicole. And this is a story of a family that has had twin sons, but one of the sons begins to present as female and insist that they are in fact a female and not a boy. This is a story of the parents coming to grips with their transgendered child, their child identities, the relationship between the twin brothers, and how the children come of age with a cisgender son and a transgender daughter. This is a work of nonfiction, and I'm going to listen to it on audiobook. The next book I'm going to read will both fulfill my TBR jar challenge and is a diverse book, and that is Ms. Marvel. This is volume 1. This is a comic bind-up. This is the story of Kamala Khan. She is the new Ms. Marvel, and in addition to managing her life as an undercover superhero, Kamala Khan also has to manage her life as a Pakistani American Muslim in a post-9/11 America. So not only is she trying to keep her superpowers on the down low, she's also got to negotiate being Muslim in a community that's maybe not particularly favorable to Muslims, and I have just heard so many wonderful things about this. I've heard that it's feminist, I've heard that it really does a great job of portraying Islam, I've heard that Kamala Khan is a great heroine to look up to, and I am really excited to dive into this comic bind-up. Here is some of the artwork so you can get a sense of the art in this. It seems bright, it seems fun, and I will be glad to pick this one up. The last book that I'm going to try to get to this week is an own voice and a book that debuted last week, and that is Labyrinth by Zoraida Cordova. I mistakenly said that this is a debut novel. That's not true. This is, I think, her 4th book. She's published a trilogy prior to publishing Labyrinth Lost, and this is going to be the first in a series. This is a story of Alex, who I think is actually maybe Ecuadorian American, and she's a bruja, which is a witch, something I have just learned, and she does not want her witch powers. She does not want to be magical, so on her 16th birthday she wishes for all of her magic to go away, and instead all of her family disappears and she must go on a quest to bring them back. This sounds like a truly fun, engaging story of a girl and her magic and her family. I am definitely looking forward to this. I have some Latina coworkers whom I asked what a bruja was, and the responses I got were really interesting. They told me that brujas could sometimes be like Hollywood witches, or they could be evil witches, or you could use it as like an insult. If someone's looking a hot mess, you would call them a bruja. It was really interesting for me to learn the cultural background of that phrase, at least for my coworkers, and I really look forward to diving into this own voice from a perspective that I haven't really read. I don't think I've read any Latina writing this whole year, so I'll be glad to pick this one up. So that's it, just 3 books to get through this week. I'm not going to try to throw a whole bunch of books onto this pile because I am very busy and I want to be able to savor the books that I'm reading. I'm not doing the slow readathon, but I like the idea of really savoring the books that you're reading. So I have an audiobook, I have a comic bind-up, and I have a novel. I look forward to all of these. Y'all should comment down below and let me know if you are participating. If you are, what are you planning on reading? If you're not, are there any diverse books you hope to be picking up at some point in September? I hope you all are doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!